What's up, everybody? Just on a little stroll tonight, walking around. You know, I've been thinking. Right now, it's today's date. We're in November. Is it November 10th? I don't even know, man. It's just, I guess when you don't really have to worry about time just slips. Time just feels like it's flying by. Like, you know, months pass like so quickly. It's crazy, man. It's like I don't even know. But anyways. So I've been thinking about the market, thinking how things are going, what could be on the horizon, and it just seems like kind of feels things feel very frothy. You know, I always preach about timing the market, not timing the markets, but I don't know, kind of got this eerie feeling about it. Things don't seem right. You know, it could be me just bugging out, but you know, regardless, I'll still have some exposure. But I have not been buying. I have not been buying much. If anything, I'm selling. Been selling assets, going into cash, trying to generate yield on that cash. That's pretty much it right now. I don't know. Maybe I'm just feel spooked out, maybe overreacting. But I don't know. You see Warren Buffett. I might have it on the screen here, but you know, he's been selling. Warren Buffett's been selling. Largest cash position ever. What does that even say? But I mean, he's been having a large cash position for, it seems like, a couple of years now. They've been saying that. So I mean, he can afford to be in cash for the rest of his life, right? Us regular folk, you can't be. Inflation. It's because inflation will eat us alive. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, he might be in all cash, but you know, he can afford to, whereas the regular working people cannot. So I mean, you can't afford to sit years in cash and get eroded by inflation. Yeah, just on my nightly walk here. That's where I tend to. That's where I like to. That's where I like to refresh the mind, just kind of reset, you know. End of the day, reflect, just kind of think about what happened, you know. But yeah, I've just been having these thoughts, man. Like, is it the end? Is this the end of the? It feels like, I don't know. It feels toppy. But I don't know. It could easily keep going. That's the thing. And you know, yeah, long term, you gotta just stay vested. But you know, if you feel like there's an opportunity, sometimes it may help to take a shot, you know, especially if you've been doing well in the markets. Can you afford to be wronged? That's the way you got to look at it, especially when you feel like I do in times like these. You're like, you know, it feels like things are coming to an end, and maybe we're going to get a black swan event or a huge market crash, or who knows. But if you've been doing well, you know, maybe pull some chips off the table and wait. And if you're wrong, then you can always get back in and at least leave a minimum amount of exposure at all times. You want to stay exposed at all times. You don't want to be all out of the market. That's worse, because if you're wrong, you become really wrong. You don't want that. But if you could keep on some risk, but have some dry powder for opportunities, then yeah, that could be a great way to approach the market. So that's kind of what I've been thinking. What do you think? Post it below. Do you think things are gonna crash or what? But yeah, those are my thoughts on this nightly walk.